Before she passed away from grief, she cursed those responsible, calling upon the God of thunder and rain to avenge her son. Years passed and Kwachi fled to the city. In the city, he built a life of wealth and fame. He became successful, known for his business dealings and generosity. But as the years went by, something began to change. His wealth, once abundant, started to dwindle. His investments crumbled. His health began to fail, and no matter what he did, things only got worse. Back in the village, Mensa and Safo didn't fare much better. One by one, they died under mysterious circumstances. Mensa was found dead in his hut, his body twisted in unnatural ways, his face frozen in horror. Safo was discovered at the riverbank, his body bloated and his eyes wide open, as though he had drowned while staring at something unseen. Rumors spread quickly. The villagers began to whisper about Kofi's mother's curse, how the god of thunder and rain had awakened Kofi's spirit to seek vengeance. The men who had betrayed him were being hunted, and soon Kwachi would be next. In the city, Kwachi's life had turned into a nightmare. He couldn't sleep, hunted by Kofi's spirit, who appeared in his dreams, blood dripping from his chest, accusing him of betrayal. No matter how much Kwachi tried to escape, Kofi's ghost was always there, watching him with those cold, dead eyes. Kwachi sought help from every priest, every healer, but they all failed. Some died shortly after meeting him, struck by strange illness or freak accident. Others refused to see him altogether, terrified of the curse that hung over him. Desperate, Kwachi returned to the village, hoping to find peace or forgiveness. But instead, he found only more torment. By the time he arrived, he was a broken man. His body had started to rot, the flesh on his face peeling away, and his bones aching with every step. The villagers watched in horror as he staggered through the streets, coughing and wheezing, his once proud figure now reduced to a pitiful shell of a man. The spirit of Kofi followed him everywhere, silent but menacing. It wouldn't let him rest until the truth was known. Finally, unable to bear the guilt any longer, Kwachi called the entire village together. He stood in the center of the crowd, his body barely holding together, and confessed to everything: the accident, the bribe, and the burial. He begged for forgiveness, his voice breaking under the weight of his regret. But it was too late. The curse had already taken root, and no amount of repentance could save him. As the villagers watched in shock, Kwachi collapsed to the ground, his body decaying rapidly before their eyes. The stench of death filled the air as his flesh melted away, leaving only a skeleton behind. Kofi's spirit lingered for a moment longer, watching over the scene before disappearing into the mist. His revenge was complete. The village never spoke of the incident again, but the story of Kwachi's fall spread far and wide. It served as a warning. No secret could remain hidden forever, and justice, no matter how delayed, would always come.